Shall we begin?
Where's all the fathers at? Why these young boys gunning each other down in the street? Where's all the uncles at? Why these young boys is gunning each other down in the street? Where's all the gangsters at? Where's the OGs at? Oh.
Y'all get the point? Let me help y'all to understand where I'm coming from with this, right? Because this is personal. Songs like this is what Five God used to get my attention. Why is this important? Because the message never changed. Where's all the fathers at? Where's all the uncles at? Where's all the gangsters at? Since I've been on YouTube, my message has never changed. I speak out against gangbanging. I speak out against drill music dissing the dead, specifically. I speak out against that gangster persona, period. Everything that leads to these young boys going to the penitentiary. So what does that mean? That means that when Five God first came to me, trying to get my attention, he already knew that we was enemies, that he didn't like me. He was just trying to use my platform to get him to be hot, and he did that. Now let's get into this, right? Jussie Smollett. I don't know whether to call Five God Jussie Smollett or his new name that I picked for him, Cheddar Bob. Let me break this down for y'all, right? I get a phone call where Five God's baby mother is telling me that he's shot and the police is detaining him. He's under arrest. He's being arrested. They wouldn't let nobody go to see him in the hospital but her. I'm questioning her. I asked her, right? Because I'm not a dummy. How did you know what happened to him? She had no answers. So I asked her, how did you know he was in the hospital? She said he wasn't answering his phone. So my intuition just told me to go to the hospital. Do I look like I was born yesterday? So now, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. I knew something was wrong. Immediately. Make a long story short, Five God shot himself. If you look at the picture that he puts up on his Instagram, clearly, and all the videos on YouTube, he didn't think before he posted that picture up. He shot himself. I knew he shot himself. So I asked him, I lowered him out to say, I was like, what happened? You made a mistake and shot yourself while you was tussling with them? There was no robbery. Look at the show. I mean, this dude is a master manipulator. Look at his face. That hairline tells you he's every bit of 40 or 38 to 40 years old. Desperate for a career. This dude goes out, shoots himself, goes to the hospital, puts his middle finger up, and it shows you his medallion on his chain to try to convince you that he still got his chain in a fake stage robbery where nobody didn't rob him. You do anything for clout. You do Jussie Smollett, a.k.a. Cheddar Bob. You supposed to be a drill rapper. Drill rappers spin the block, hit something, and make a video. I guess he spent the block, hit himself. Video coming soon towards Hassan Campbell. Now let me explain something to y'all, right? Let me break something down to you while we having an issue. While I'm making this video. I don't want to destroy a dude that I built. I made you. Why would I play you? You must be used to me spending. You telling people that I'm trying to come at you while you got a case on your back. You put the case on your back. You shot yourself. You went to the hospital. Forensics came back. You went to go get your property. They locked you up. You shot yourself. But I'm ratting on you? Now, let me talk to y'all for a second, right? You're a drill rapper. You all over every video you make, you telling people, I'm outside. I'm getting money. AKA selling drugs. Nobody's stupid. You drill rap is based off of dudes hitting something up and then rapping about who they hit up. AKA snitching. Self-snitching is the whole key to drill rap. This is what you've been doing. So if I repeat that you sell drugs because this is what you said in your videos, I'm trying to get you locked up. Is that really what I'm trying to do? Now, let me make this clear to all of you street dudes. I'm a civilian right now. I don't like drugs. I don't like drug selling no more. I don't care if you go to jail. I don't care if you feel I'm a snitch. If I commit a crime with 5 guard, I'm never telling on him. I've never called the police on him. But I did say, yeah, you're selling drugs. Here's the reality of it. You use those young boys acting like you're defending them. You're not defending them, young boys. You're standing outside when you keep screaming, I'm outside. During the pandemic, the only thing that was outside was drug dealers and drug addicts. And gang activity. Black on black crime. You're standing in the lobby with those young boys because y'all competing with each other for drug sales. And when you're not in the lobby competing with those young boys for drug sales, you're dropping them off en masse so they can sell drugs with you. This is why you're around them. You're not trying to elevate them, young boys. You're using them. You don't love them. You're using them. My message never changed. So you never liked me in the first place. You needed me to get you hot. You went from being Giacana, a.k.a. the Italian, to 5 guard. How you go from an Italian to the 5 guard nigga? 5 guard, 2020. How do you go from there? Because me, the Islam, the Malcolm X in me, you're pretending. You came out with a song, used my voice, Black Lives Don't Matter, because that's what my movement was based off of. You use my voice all over all your songs to get you hot, to get close to somebody that you never really liked. When you came through the door, I knew you wasn't my friend. You know how I knew you wasn't my friend? Because Ruin Cross, the first thing your little homie did was reach out to everybody that was making bad videos about me. So that was the first indication when I knew you was not my friend. But I wanted you to be successful. I wanted to help you young brothers. I pushed for you to get out the streets, to be a family man, not to stay in the streets. So when people sit up there saying Hassan is a hypocrite, he knew who he was, all of my friends are killers. Every last one of my friends are killers. Or rather retired from that life. Nobody who's ever been around me never took a life. Everybody that took a life around me. Most of my friends got life in jail. I come from that lifestyle, so I try to dig back in the hellfire to pull dudes out, not leave them there. So I tried to help this brother. I knew you was a snake. Let's talk about it. Because you don't like me putting your business out there, but you sitting up there making messages and talking about me to my enemies? When that situation happened with K Flock, you failed him. You the big homie. He goes to jail for shooting somebody allegedly with a little girl. You go to jail. You the big homie for shooting yourself in a fake stage robbery. You're disgusting. But nevertheless, K Flock gets it on. Let's break this down to the nitty gritty. K Flock gets it on. Right? He gets it on with Ron Suno and his crew. K Flock got the new deal. So you switched sides on Zay and made excuses talking about you was going to beat up Ron Suno, right? And I'm like, huh? So then to justify you flipping on Zay and switching sides on Zay, what did you say? Zay uncle looking for him anyway because he did something with the car. Sin ain't nothing but a fat coward. He got stabbed and he ain't do nothing to them dudes on 194th and Briggs. Is that not what you said? How I know Sin got stabbed? He never told me that. You did. He a fat sucker. He didn't do nothing anyway. You was all the way K-Flock, a dude that wasn't answering your phone. Wasn't even answering your phone. And then the crazy part about it is you act like you mad at me because I'm talking about niggas. K-Flock mother found him. You found him. That's why he's 18 years old in jail for murder. You was the big homie. But you act like you mad at me over K-Flock.
So who are you guys, some of you guys' inspiration in music? Like what made you guys want to do it? Who are you guys listening to?
Like Lil Baby and shit.
On and shit.
Yeah, like Chief Keef and them, Lil Baby, G Herbo.
Dirk.
Yeah.
Like when I listen to their music, like the nigga that really like wanted me to make music, two of my sons, born for real. Like. That's amazing, man.
You running around telling people that you responsible for getting them young boys signed. They asked him who he look up to in the music industry, who he look up to, what music he never mentioned your name. On his platform, never posted anything with you. You just dropped a diss song, dissing me with his lyrics from his song. He didn't go in the studio with you. He didn't go in the studio with you. Are you serious? Now let's get down to 10 toes down, 10 toes down, 10 toes down. My cousins, brother, family. I goes to have a sit down to squash beef. That's what grown men are supposed to do. I had a sit down, regardless of what he said or did. It was despicable. But I had a sit down trying to be grown. Right? Brought you along. You sitting in the table behind me, taking pictures of our meeting. Instead of sitting with us as grown men, you sat strategically behind me, posted pictures up. You took pictures to use against me. That was back in the early summer, in the beginning of the summer. So the whole time you was rocking with me, you was sitting up there getting data to use against me while I was sitting up there promoting your music. That is the true definition of a snake. I caught you dealing with Shanks King, the dude that got my house raided. Now you got conversations going back and forth with you text messaging 050 China Brim. You don't know him. You're disloyal to the fifth. That's why I brought up your business with Zay and Sin. Now let me talk something grown to you, homeboy, right? While you talking about my Mexican Jordans, I stay fresh when I want to. But the reality of it is, here's the difference between me and you. You's a master manipulator. You and your baby mother's not together. But you living with her because you're using with her because you don't keep a crib of your own unless you're selling drugs out of it. And you leave little niggas in there that sell drugs and you stay at your baby mother's house, not to worry about the police raid. Then you go to hotels to sleep with your girlfriend. I ain't gonna say her name, I'll let you say her name. Because she lives with her baby father. You getting all this money and your girl lives with her baby father? You don't care about nobody. You running around buying jewelry, running in the streets, turning up and partying, but you won't get shorty out of her baby father apartment. You don't love nobody. You are despicable. You are a user. You don't know if you Giacana or Five Guard. Usually when dudes switch up their name like that, they got something to hide. Who you running from? Who you running from? No, I never gave you money, but you got money off of those doggone spins for me promoting your music on those doggone SoundClouds and all of the rest of that. I did everything to help your career. I made you. Why would I play you? Without me, you wouldn't have no life. You wanted to get a little hot, then try to diss me and go against me like everybody else, but it's going to backfire. Because the truth of the matter is, the young dudes don't want to hear your music, and the old dudes think you look stupid dancing around like a 40-year-old clown. Finish him. I'm not going back and forth with you no more. But I'm not going to let you try to tarnish my image by trying to make it seem like I'm trying to get you locked up. You the drill rapper. You self-snitching every doggone song. But if I repeat what you saying on the internet, I'm a rap? I guess I'm a rat then. I guess I like being a rat then, if that's the case. You can say it, but I can't say it. If you was quiet about it, I wouldn't be talking about it. You disloyal to the fifth. Zay, let me tell you something. Matter of fact, you know the crazy part about it is, don't make me put that video up with that interview I did with Zay. Zay, I want you to think about this. How he have us doing a video, an interview in a hotel, and he sabotaged the whole interview. You were saying the most ignorant shit in that interview where you called me and asked me to take it down because you look bad. I still got it up on private. I couldn't even put up most of the posts. I couldn't even put up most of the video because in the video you was putting guns out, waving guns in the interview. Waving guns in the interview. Why was you doing that? Because you was jealous. Them young boys like and respect me more than they respect you. You purposely sabotaged that interview with Sin. I mean, with Zay. In that interview with Zay, Zay's sitting up there talking positive. We here to be positive. You know, we just want to be. And the things that you said, what you want me to post it? You sound bad. So all my peoples out there, pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. This dude is dangerous. Now I gotta move strategically because he's the type of dude that'll try to get you hit just to make a song to make him hot. Drill rapper. This is what I get for showing you love.